Once a fallow land, abandoned by farmers for almost 3 decades, is now a source of livelihood for the people of Tronggeok in Gemgang. Kendrick Namsum Cooperative, a youth group in collaboration with farmers, started rehabilitating more than 60 acres of fallow land through agroforestry. In 2019, they earned more than 1 million Nultrum through the sale of bananas and watermelons and other finished products. Over the past 4 years, farmers in other villages have looked upon the group and have started growing bananas and watermelons. Today, bananas and watermelons from Gemgang reach as far as Thimphu and Paro. This is one of the many success stories of the Small Grants Program (SGP) and Royal Government of Bhutan supported microprojects. Since its inception in Bhutan in 1998, SGP has implemented a total of 194 projects in collaboration with Royal Government of Bhutan. As one of the flagship initiatives of Global Environment Facility (GEF), SGP enjoys strong support from its stakeholders, government, civil societies, and community-based organizations. SGP believes that community-driven and civil society-led initiatives can generate environmental benefits while supporting sustainable livelihoods, gender equality, and civil society empowerment. These are actions needed at the local and regional level to address global environmental challenges. Thus, our slogan, Thinking Globally, Acting Locally. Moreover, SGP supports microprojects spread across an identified landscape, which are interlinked and have impact at a landscape level. The strategic goal for the landscape approach is sustaining ecological, social, and economic resilience to climate change through community and stakeholder engagement and partnership. Every year, SGP makes at least 2 calls for proposals through various media outlets and other platforms. The program supports grants up to a maximum of $50,000. In practice, the average grant has been around $25,000. The grants are directly provided to local communities, community-based organizations, and other non-governmental groups for projects in the area of biodiversity conservation, climate change, land degradation, and sustainable forest management, waters, and chemicals and waste. However, a project proposal gets higher preference if it is innovative and inclusive, addresses livelihood issues, fosters local ownership, is gender sensitive, builds institutional capabilities, is sustainable in the long run and has an exit strategy, has co-financing from the community, and has co-financing from other stakeholders. Now, how can you apply for the grant? First and foremost, you need an innovative project proposal which has high relevance with the SGP's country program strategy. The proposal should also align with national priorities and planning objectives with the fulfillment of GNH values. Then, the CSOs can directly submit the project proposals to SGP Secretariat. However, community-based organizations must route their proposals through local government, that is, Dzongkhag and Tromdae administrations. The SGP Secretariat and the Technical Committee will pre-screen project proposals based on the eligibility and the soundness of the proposal. Shortlisted proposals are verified by the SGP Secretariat through field validation and meetings with proponents and its stakeholders. Shortlisted proposals, along with the field validation reports, are reviewed by the Steering Committee. They either approve or reject the proposals. If the project proposal is approved, a grant agreement is signed between SGP and the grantees. Finally, the fund is released to the grantee in a phased manner for the project implementation through government channels. So, if you have an innovative idea that you believe would benefit the community and the environment, you should reach out to SGP for further support and advice. Together, let's tackle the national and global environment issues while enhancing people's livelihoods and well-being.